Welcome to the bold analysis. I will not mince my words. And I will have to say clearly that this country, all of us have rights. And we should actually stop the politics of blackmail. Someone is clearly blackmailing Winnie Odinga. In my analysis, I maintained that while it was not morally in order to give Winnie Odinga EALA nomination, but she also has a right for her to get that position. And after a very serious lobby by Winnie Odinga from both the political divide, of course, there were underhand behind the scene deals that saw Winnie Odinga winning a seat in EALA. And after that, after 2 weeks, President William Ruto invited the EALA nominees in State House and I've had the privilege of seeing the invite. Someone just sent for me the invite. And it never showed something as if it was to be for brainstorming or something. It was just familiarizing themselves. If you have the privilege of being behind, speaking from a point of knowledge, you will agree with me that the meeting that President held in State House with EALA members of Parliament was not something that so much into the legislative agenda in EALA. If you ask me, I don't think amongst the nominees there is even a single person who is a speaker or have got a very big position in EALA. And when I interviewed Bonnie Khalwale. Bonnie Khalwale told me that EALA is a very small thing. Is a very small thing to William Ruto. Why? Because there is nothing that can be passed or other resolution at EALA cannot supersede a resolution of the host nation. So what am I saying? That it is a very small thing. But Manyata member of parliament from Embu is saying that they want to recall Winnie because she did not attend that meeting by President William Ruto. So her position is that, I don't know whether it's gross misconduct or something. I don't just get it. But his point is that they needed to recall Winnie. Listen to his words here.
A few weeks ago, we gave one Winnie Odinga a position in EALA. That position was to represent Kenya in the East Africa community. And it was very clear that Winnie Odinga was voted in by both the opposition and also the government side. And I want to say that we are going to institute and we are going to recall her from EALA because of not appearing in official functions of EALA. All members of EALA yesterday went and met the president and the CS in charge of East Africa region, and they were there to get the mandate of our standing as a country on the issues of East Africa community. But to our shock, the young madam was not there. And I want to say that it's a shame that we still carry ourselves with the boundaries that we are not supposed to carry ourselves. Elections was, we ended our elections on 9th of August. There is no way we can go back there. We are going to call upon Winnie Odinga in the National Assembly to explain why she did not appear in serious meetings such as the one called by the president, and it was attended with all members, including the son to Kalonzo Musyoka. Why did she not turn up? And if she was preparing for maandamano, as Junet Mohammed said, then we should have her in maandamano and put another member to go represent us in EALA. Simple and clear. Thank you very much.
And I dare ask a simple question. Kwani ni lazima And give me chunogoji. And some people will ask, what is it a must? And I am calling it in simple words blackmail. It's a political blackmail. The truth of the matter here is this, that whereas it is true that Winnie Odinga scooped majority, many votes on the other side of Kenya Kwanza, but it was a give and take, where also ODM, some ODM members of parliament also voted for UDA nominees. So it was in the flow of house, it took a very good approach, because everyone was looking for what belongs to him or her. So I want to unpack this call, because why I look at it as a political blackmail. Members of parliament should just know their lanes, and you should not overstep your mandate. Now you are in recess, and so also the treasury has released 2 billion CDF fund that is supposed to help you run activities to your constituents. This politics of looking at individuals, I don't really think that's the priority. Can that be a priority now? We've always been told that the administration should look at the standard of living or the cost of living, not even the standard. Let's talk about the cost. But it seems to be running a lot of sideshows that do not really put, that should not be the priority of the day. And the reason why I'm speaking about this is I am on record in this channel saying that the crop of young people emerging like Winnie and the challenge Ruto should be allowed and should be fed well to thrive, because they signal what I call generational change. The William Rutos and the Raila Odingas are soon going to exit the political space. And the Winnie Odingas and the Charlie Rutos and the young politicians that are coming, the Linet Totos, the young politicians, or the young leaders that are coming, are actually signifying what will be one of the biggest transitions or one of the most phenomenal generational change in the history of this country. And so, I want to ask a simple question. Why William Ruto is actually blackmailing, William Ruto team is actually blackmailing Winnie Odinga? Kindly subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, and also like our video. I want to make a clarification. I have a new channel called The Bold Onagi. So that Bold Onagi is also a podcast, just the same as what we do, but we do it in the Luo to just reach some audience. It's just establishing a niche. And so don't confuse that we're going to put the Luo in the bowl here. No, it's in a different channel. And of course, I also urge you to support, visit, so that we want to reach to as many people as possible with a good message. Now, for better part of last week, Kenya Kwanza, led by President William Ruto, were on record profiling Winnie Odinga in relation to Raila Odinga's consultative forums that he was calling. And Winnie Odinga was framed in a corner. The first twist was that Raila is calling Mandamano, and because he is calling Mandamano, Winnie Odinga should be leading in the park. And they recall, in fact, they told the people of Kenya that Raila and Kalonzo gave their children slots in the EALA, but then want the children of the peasants to go to the streets. So with that kind of information and the vendetta against Winnie Odinga, even if you were to go and meet President William Ruto, really, was it really in order? And how would you want Winnie Odinga to carry out herself there? I've listened to her. She's on record many times, saying that things she believed, and she believes that Raila Odinga should be the president of the Republic of Kenya. So with that, it will be premature, because when Winnie attends such meeting, I can tell you this. The agenda that will be set by the Kenyan media will not be Winnie. And if you think what I'm saying is hearsay, then Google, you realize that the media, we have been referring to Winnie as Raila Odinga's daughter. Winnie profile has never stood itself. Many people don't say what Winnie has achieved, what Winnie is, how, the potential of Winnie has never been put into the limelight. So I can tell you that when she attends that meeting, the reportage will be on Raila Odinga's daughter. So what does it show? It goes back to Raila. And with that, some leaders, or rather let me say that when that happens, the State House team, I saw after the meeting, after the group photo, each member of EALA, a member of parliament of EALA, was actually greeting President Ruto. Now, if you look at those nominees, there are those who are from ODM, Jubilee, UDA, and the rest of the parties. So if you look at it critically, you realize that Winnie did not just go there on her personal decision, and she has that right. Kwani kila mtu lazima kutana na rais? It's not a must. This is it. The State House team would have picked a very good handshake propaganda, and they would have actually made it look like Raila Odinga sent Winnie to State House for that handshake. And that is one thing that they had been talking about, that they don't want a handshake with Raila Odinga. They don't want to see Raila Odinga around, even though I find it a bit rude, because even Raila's supporters pay taxes. That's what people are not saying. All of us are paying taxes. Both hizo zenye unasema taxpayers zinaenda kwa Raila na hizo zingine zenye pia zinasaidia wenye wako kwa serikali. So that handshake, one, they would have run that propaganda, and you know what they would have done? That because Raila sent daughter to go and have a handshake with William Ruto, there is no need of going to barabara. Usidanganywe kwamba watu wapendani, and or rather there is no need of attending that consultative forum. So this would have been framed well, and that is why she might have also decided that, look here, that meeting, she has to give it a wide berth. This is a blackmail. Many ODM MPs, just like EALA, walked out of parliament, and they've been having that walkout when things are not going their side. Even in the last dispensations, we've seen a situation where members of parliament from ODM do not associate with President Uhuru Kenyatta. And they do not associate President Uhuru Kenyatta, and Uhuru Kenyatta is the President of the Republic of Kenya and is the leader, or rather is the head of executive. So have you ever thought of going to parliament and passing a vote of no confidence against an MP because an MP is not associating with the president? Because Winnie is also a member of parliament, just like the other members of parliament under ODM. So when this is made, I'm a little disturbed that it should not be made as a Winnie affair. And I know, because we are talking about this because the trap is this. A host of leaders and other candidates that wanted EALA slots, both from ODM, Azimio, affiliate parties, and other Azimio affiliate parties, did not feel comfortable with the fact that Winnie Odinga was picked for that position. And so when a conversation or a debate about recalling Winnie Odinga is floated somewhere, they will easily embrace, and in the guise of using it to hit the party leader, just showing Raila that we are also not comfortable. So this is a well-laid trap that is going on, but I don't think the conversation should be about Winnie. It's not the priority for members of parliament. And I look at it as a blackmail, because many say that, okay, Winnie is Raila's daughter, and Winnie never attended, so maybe the father advised her not to, and they feel that it's a prison where, because we voted for you and you became a member of parliament under EALA, so you need to dance to our tune. So if that is the end, if that is the intervention, then how many MPs are you going to recall? Or how many people are you going to recall? We've seen Homa Bay Governor Gladys Wanga did not attend a meeting of President Uhuru Kenyatta or President William Ruto in Homa Bay. When William Ruto was going to Homa Bay, Gladys Wanga was in Mombasa. She never attended that event. Even though there was talks of, okay, they did not feel comfortable, she's not, did it reach to recalling or impeaching? So let's be rational into some of these things and get our priorities right. I need to remind you, kindly let's support Skyman, Kashia Skyman. He has a new channel. His initial channel, the other channel crashed. So kindly you can also visit Kashia Skyman too. And let's help so that it can also reach 1,000 subscribers. I'll be so glad. We normally say in the bold, one thing unique is humanity, humanity, humanity. It's no man and look. Yes.